Hey everybody, Nancy here. Today I'm going to talk about how to create button links instead of tabs. You probably know by now, you've heard me complain about it enough probably over the years, if you've been around that long, that it really bothers me when the tabs don't change. Whenever I click on April, the top tabs don't move over to the left, and you know, the ones that are still left are over on the right. I just like turning tabs, and it's not realistic to me when they just sit there and they look like tabs. So, for my mind, it makes more sense to me if I use something like a button up at the top. Then it's not supposed to change sides, so it doesn't bother me as much. And I want to show you guys how to create that today. Okay, let's see. Best way. Let me go. Well, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and create a whole new document so you can see what I do. Because let me just do that. Go out here, do plus, do create document, do custom, and I'm going to change it. See, right now it's got the tabs on the right side, and I'm going to change it to the top so that my text is correct. I want to turn off the border, the color, and the radius and the fill so that all I have left is the text. Now the text is going to be the right direction. All right. Now the 2022 is underneath the title, but that's okay because we're moving it anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and say we're done because that's all I wanted to fix anyway. So do custom and do create. Now it's creating all the tabs. So if I go to the next page, or all the links I should say, let me just do it here. Now what I want to do is I want colorful ones so that they'll show up on that wood background. So I'm going to create a table that is, I'm going to do, wait, let me go to style. And I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do 15 or 16. I'm going to go ahead and do 16 columns just to have color choices. And just one row. Hit return. Go to fill. Do palette. And I have to go and change the palette color. Now, it looks like this is chosen, but it's not. You still have to go down here and choose it so that when you get back here, change it to columns. And now all these colors are here. That's how you get a really pretty blend. And now I'm going to go and find my button, this thing right here. And I'll show you in a minute where I got it. But if I tap on each one of the cells, it automatically sizes my button for me. I'm going to do every other one and then come back and get the others. Because sometimes whenever you're doing this, you accidentally tap one of the corners of the previous one and it resizes that one. So I'm going to do every other one. All right, so now all of those are done. I'm going to go ahead and start cropping them, or not cropping, but grabbing them. And the first thing I want to do first is select one of them and find the shape. Find boundary shape. Just so that I will, you won't be able to, there it is. So that will control the size of my grab. If I have that circle selected that's over on the left and I do grab, See, it makes the grab shape, the size and the shape that I want it. It's going to be the round, as opposed to a square. If I just tapped on the grab without doing what I just did, it would be a square as opposed to a circle, and this way that takes care of that. So now I've got that. I'll tap off, do copy, do paste from my top bar, and now if I tap off of that, see, if I have that selected, this is what I'm talking about. See, and I do copy. See how it makes it a square now, and it's going to grab a square. I don't want that, so I have to select this thing here. Well, you got to get rid of that first. Select that one, which is a circle, and do the same thing. Hit grab, and now I've got a circle. So I'll go ahead and put that there. Do copy. No, tap off. Do copy. Then do paste. And now, if I tap off, what'll happen is the previous circle will go ahead and be, it'll create it. If I do it this way, okay, see, it's already a circle and it's in the previous spot. So I just drag that over. God, I have such a hard time. Okay, copy and paste. Again, if I unselect that, see, the tendency is to forget to unselect it by tapping somewhere else on the screen. So you end up with the square. But if you can remember to tap off of and not have that selected and do the grab thing again, see, it's the right shape. Just drag it over, tap off, do copy, and do paste. So pretty. Tap off again so it's not selected. Do grab. Move it over one. I need an ooch button. It's so slippery. Oh, see, then that happens. If I select it again, do the grab. Let's see, I've got 4, 1, 2, 4, 5. So this is where it should be. All right. Oh, see what happens. I when I'm trying to place it, I'm accidentally tapping on it. Let me select it. Do tap. Okay. I'm tapping it instead of just moving it. Now, there. And I'll tap off and do copy and paste. Okay, so you see what I'm doing there, I think. Now what I want to do is, now pretend I have already done all of them. And I'm just going to move these up here. And now, I just want to space them out and make them evenly spaced. So if I go to here and go down to the bottom and choose center under align horizontal, click on center, and I've got space evenly selected. That way they'll all space out perfectly. As soon as I hit the center button, that happens. So now they're all perfectly spaced and they're all even. Okay. Now I want to go ahead and select all of them again, and instead of it being a circle, because I don't have a whole lot of room up at the top, I'm going to squash all of them at the same time, just kind of move them down and make them oval. Now I've got an oval instead of a. Now notice, darn, I did all this on level 1, so I need to change the level. Go here, keep it selected, go to tabs, unlock tabs, because that's what we're doing, is changing the tabs. And I want those buttons to show up on every page, so it needs to be a master. Make it current. I've got to select them again. It unselected them. Go back here. Click on the 3 lines up at the top and move selected to current down at the bottom. Now that just moved the tabs, those buttons, see, it moved it to the tabs layer. Done. Now all I have to do is move, because I've unlocked my tabs layer, I need to select all of April and move it up. Let's see, yeah. Now when I say all of April, there's actually 3 things that I've just selected. If I go look at it here, up at the top, see it's 3 things. Anytime you create a tab, it makes 3 things. One is text, one is a shape, and one is the link. So you want to make sure you grab all 3 of those things when you do your select. And just move it on top of the button. See, now right now I just tapped the January, the actual text is what makes that big old square box like that. The text is always bigger. So let's see, February. Oh, I didn't see the index. I'll move that somewhere. We'll do that later. Right now I'm just showing you this. Okay. Well, heck. Okay, so now if I lock my tab up, change it to layer 1, lock my tab layer up, do done. Now if I go to the next page, those are there. And see, the ones that I haven't moved yet are still in their place. But if I click on April, let me get my right pen. See, it takes me to April. So now it's buttons that work just like a tab would, but they're not moving, and that's okay because they're not supposed to move. All right. So one more thing, I almost forgot. I was going to show you guys where to get this. Okay, this is a cool thing about Quick Notes, which is you get from pulling up from the right corner bottom. This is a Quick Note. You can just real quick add a link to your notes, and I did that here, so it will automatically take me to the right page. Now see, let me show you how that works. If I click on that, see it says up at the top under done, it says add link. If I click on that, it automatically puts the link there. So just know that's available. That's a cool thing to have. Now, this is where you would download for free. You get 5 free a day, and I always talk about it, and I'll put the link in the description, but you get 5 free a day, and this is the one that I use. Now, I'm not going to download it because I already have it, but now I'm going to go back to Zoom Notes, and that is it for today. All right, you guys have a great one here. Bye.